I'm warning you now, this video is going to upset some people. But I have this idea and I've had it for a long time. And if you know my channel, I mean, you know what the first video is on my channel. Without a doubt, the biggest, most popular video I've made. I live in Maine. And we're going through some stuff in this state right now. And there's a lot of places in this world where really bad stuff is happening. And this is going to be an awful thing to think, but this is not an original thought. And it's gone through my head for years. And brace yourself. I don't think it's fair that there are people with suicidal ideation who would just gladly be like, okay, my turn, let me go. And then people who want to be alive just get killed for no reason whatsoever. That's my cat, by the way. I know for a fact that there are people who would put their hands up and say, I would go in place of that person. Let an innocent person live. And I'm not saying I'm not innocent. I'm just saying, you know what? It's not fair. There are people in this world who want to go at any time. There are people in this world that have wanted to go. You know what? I'm not suicidal. I got a lot of things going on, but I have been, and you know, the way I look at it is, you know, I put my name in that hat, and so I should be the one that's called up. Like my sister, she was in the army. For the rest of her life, she could be called back up to go into combat, even though she's served all her time, because that was part of the deal. It's kind of like that. Like, this is not fair. There are people who 100% truly either want to die or who have wanted to die. So this is like a super bummer video. It's also super short for me. And I don't always. I try to make some like positive light. Here is how the future but you know what? I can't say, hey, this is a tip on how to live your life. Because this sort of thing is stupidly random. And that's not fair. And if you're sitting there going, why couldn't it just be me? It's passive suicidality. It's like, and this happens a lot when you have avoidant personality disorder, you think you're so unworthy, you're not even unworthy of the release of death, and you shouldn't talk about this. But that's how you feel. Like you need to earn it. And yet there's people who really want to be alive. Sorry, this is cheesy. But it's true. It's not fair. It's not fair. I don't like it. This is going to be a horrible video and people are going to hate it. In case you're wondering, I don't live near where I sort of do. It's probably like a half an hour, 25 miles from where I live. The last one that happened in the state actually ended up in the town I grew up in. Like, what is wrong with these people? And Maine is the safest state. But again, this is not fair. Random things kill people. Sick violence kills people. People who want to be alive. People who fight to be alive. And then people who just really wish that somebody would take care of it for them and pull the trigger for them. It's almost like you're jealous. I mean, you're not, but it's almost like you're jealous. And it's like double stupid that this would happen. And it's not you. And like I said, I'm not even suicidal right now. Really not. Like, really not. Really in a pretty good place, believe it or not. And yet, I feel like I said, I put my name in the hat. It should be me first. Even if I change my mind. I mean, I talk to people I know. I know I'm not the only one that's thought of that. It's going to really bother some people. But on another hand, it's like there's some people out there. I think what my channel works for people is that they hear something that's like, I'm not completely crazy. Somebody else has thought this thought. So I'm sorry for such a bummer video, but it's a bummer day. And it's not fair. People being killed for nothing. Pick your terrible thing that happens in the world. You know, a hurricane, stupid war, some idiot who just happens to have a gun, somebody that dies in a car crash. It's not fair. It's not fair that people that want or need to go can't, because they don't even feel worthy of it. And yet children